Yo, testing 1 2, mic test 1 2. Welcome to the halftime with Vegeta. Oh snap! I actually went up a subscriber. That's cool. Well, welcome to the Club World Cup as promised. What's going on here? What's going on here? Sorry guys, I'm back on the OBS streets, guys. But like I said, it is me, Vegeta, and this stream is brought to you in partnership with Purple Ostrich Media. I hope I remember to put their Instagram link in the description. But if I didn't, I'll put it in the description afterwards, as well as in the comment section. Obviously, this is the FIFA Club World Cup. I almost said friendly, but the way some of these teams are playing today. Wait, let me turn on my camera. What's going on? I'm professional. This. Um, where's the camera? Camera. There we are. There we are. You see, my camera is dodgy. It always waits for me to be doing like my own streams to bug out. But when I'm on other people's streams, it's perfectly fine. But as long as you can hear me, we will fix video things at another time. Shout out to Stephanie. How are you doing this evening? Are you watching the FIFA Club World Cup? Do you care? Or maybe you don't care because Man United is not there, Stephanie. I don't know. Let me know. As you can see, like I said, people in the top right corner, that is my subscriber count. Let's get this to 500, please, people. My birthday is in November. Don't ask me when. I'm trying to get to 500. So if you are new, please subscribe. See, this thing is saying my camera's got low FPS. You know what? For tonight's stream, I might just use my camera directly here and close these 1 million Chrome tabs that I have. Maybe that's the problem. Stephanie, yeah. Did you catch the Bayern game earlier? Yo, Bayern was baptizing that poor Australian team with fire and brimstone for no reason whatsoever. I hear it, Stephanie. The only reason why I'm watching this is because we do have a South African team participating in the tournament, and I thought this would be a nice game to walk into to warm up to the World Cup. But other than that, it just feels very weird from the normal World Cup. And you can tell by the fact that these guys were struggling to sell tickets. I think they said they even reduced the prices again sometime last week. But people are still not biting. But hey, it is what it is. Thank you, Stephanie, for keeping me company for as long as you can. If not, I'll be by myself. I hope other people's will come and support. Please, guys, if you are my friends, pull through. You know what? I'll fix this after the fact. I couldn't be bothered. Let's watch this game. Let's see. Is my time correct? Is my time correct? Says 5 minutes 50. Yes, I'm in sync with DAZN, which is where you can watch the game for free, people. Funny enough, people always asking me, where can we watch the game? Please share a link. Please share the game. Guys, you can just go to D for danger, A for Amazon deliveries, Z for zebra, N for Nile.com. I think it's .com. And you should see the FIFA Club World Cup's games on there for free. If you don't have an account, set up an account. It's free, people. You don't have to subscribe for the Club World Cup. I guess they just wanted eyes. Me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm treating this more so like a preseason friendly, just to see how some of these teams are playing. But we'll see. Where's the criminal today? Has he streamed or did you step in again? Stephanie, I haven't. Scooby Doo. Let me even check if he's streaming on his channel. I don't think he is. I set this up like a week ago already. Whoa. Football Power Hour. Let's see. Football. That guy's probably just enjoying his Sunday, to be honest. But shout out to the one person that subscribed before I joined the stream. Appreciate you. No, Football Power Hour is not live. Football Power Hour is not live. Stephanie, while it's just you, I'm going to do a switcheroo. I wanna put my camera there instead of using this Google tab thing. Maybe that's what's killing my camera's bitrate because wow. I'm going to do that. People who are joining after the fact, sorry, I'm just fixing technologies. I was using EView Max because of colors, but nah, I can't be bothered now. I'm going to add my actual camera. Going to see Vegeta. Let's see if we get this right. What does Pretty Hot Fire say? Boom, bang, bada bam. Let's see. Host cam. Add. Boom, boom. Yeah. Hey, PSG and Atletico must relax, man. This thing is not that deep. I mean, the prize money is deep. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Club World Cup's money, I'm sure the owners are saying, "Hey, you guys better win," but because I think you can win like, is it 4 million for just being in the final or something stupid like that? It's a lot of money. That's the only reason why I wish United was at this thing because we are desperate for money, and yeah, they're just giving away money for free here at this Club World Cup thing. How's my comments, people? I literally had to wipe my PC today. So I had to scramble and try and put this all together real quick. So you guys just let me know if this looks cool or not. Idea actually. I could put the Evo Max thing here next to my cam and just add the guests here in the space that I left for no reason. That's an idea. If anybody pulls up and they want to join the stream, I think that's solid. Let me share the stream out to people so they can know I'm live, that somebody is watching the Club World Cup, and maybe we can grow to 500 before November is very close now. It feels I'm a bit worried. Let's get to 200. Let's step by step. 200, then 350, then we get to 500, and then we're talking. You know? Why does this YouTube not say I'm live? Better be live. Let's see. Boom. Share it out. Yeah, and you see now we've got scoreboards now on the halftime. Yeah, we're upgrading here, peoples. See up there. Customizable and everything. Now you don't have to ask me what the score line is. Watch the game, put score. Watch the game, put score. Happy hour, reckless peoples, status, Twitter. Also, if you guys want to help me share the stream, anybody who's passing through just wants to show support like Stephanie, please feel free. Just click the share button, share it to everybody. Um, I do have a second channel, and I've been trying to put content on there, but it's hard to do a react channel. I'm trying to understand the rules because I'm not doing like a report back type of a thing that people do. I'm trying to like react to, like, for instance, let's say I'm watching a K drama, right? I'm just trying to learn how to watch the K drama while I'm reacting and then edit it up so that it doesn't get copyrighted, obviously, because I can't just use people's content like that. So if you're interested in that kind of content, Vegeta Summer Reacts, just look for it. No content yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. I put a lot of work into it. And it should help going into the new season. But that means I'm gonna primarily be streaming from StreamYard. And I think it's gonna be mainly non-United games, ironically, because the United stuff I'll probably be on Bots' channel for that, for the watchalongs. Somebody has to be on there to save him, to save him, and to bring it back to football. But all the like La Liga stuff, um, the Premier Soccer League, which is the South African Soccer League. The what else am I watching? So it's EPL, the PSL, La Liga. Obviously, we're going to be watching UEFA. Thank goodness it's not Europa. We're just watching the UCL next season, and then FA Cup and all the everything else you will see on my channel, and more graphics courtesy of Purple Ostrich Media, which is why you should click on their Instagram link and follow them to say thank you for supporting Vegeta and allowing him to have all of these nice graphics. And then hopefully next year they'll feel like sponsoring me again. We will see. All right. Let's share this out. I like these graphics though. And then, of course, guys, what is a watch along without a plate of food? For tonight, we're just doing an old favorite, PB&J. I love PB&J, guys. I won't lie, this FIFA thing is giving friendly. Even the vibes. I don't know if America was the best place to host this. Actually, before I forget, tomorrow the window opens again. United fans, are you with me when I say we need to have a Cunha 2.0 in the sense that we see Mbuemo um, being announced by United tomorrow? We need here we go tomorrow, Tuesday, Man United post, and then we deal with the striking thing because it looks like trying to focus on striker and it's not working. But the streets are saying that we're also looking at what's his name, Hugo Eketike. I don't know if I'm saying his surname right, but we call him Brahu for now. But 100 million euros for that kid. After the stats I saw, I think Frankfurt are smoking their socks. That's all I'm gonna say. No, shame these teams. And you know what's sad, ne? The season's just ended, guys. I don't know if these guys have the same vim to try and win this thing as they would like a UCL. These guys probably just want to be on holiday, man. Like, damn, it's too many games. Donnarumma, what was that pass? PSG's on the ball. Plays it to the winger. Out for through ball. Lovely. I mean, look at my bra Crava. Like, this guy doesn't look like he wants to be here, man. He wants to be enjoying the American sun. But we need goals. After what I saw from Bayern, I'm confident Boomer Sounds tomorrow or at the end of next week at least. Stephanie, I don't want weak things. Latest Tuesday. We've had 2 bids. United must do the right thing, go put the 3rd bid, and let us get an Ornstein bomber to say Man United have signed Mbuemo. Then I'm happy, done. The presentation, I didn't even watch Cunha's presentation. I don't care. It doesn't matter. As long as you get an agreement with the club, because Mbuemo wants to come. So they must have agreed something with Mbuemo. The club must not mess this up. PSG? Ah, bro, that's a sus shot, bro. What was that, bro? Ooh. Nah. Crava is cold. Man brings the ball down in the box. How did man have so much time to control the ball in the box and have a shot, bro? Like, I understand that these guys might not be taking this seriously, but if I was the defenders, I would be so embarrassed. Because if that was an official game like in the UCL, bro, look, even Enrique wanted that goal. It's also nice to see the 2 teams playing their new kits. PSG, I mean, I saw the Eiffel Tower thing they got going on here. Atleti, I haven't had a close-up yet to see what it looks like, actually. Hey. Guys, in 2026, we need to normalize long balls because this playing out of the back thing is dangerous. You see? PSG is lucky that the ball went back to them there. Normalize long balls when you're under pressure. You don't have to play out from the back. I actually wonder if PSG has made any signings because, as much as that window was short, I think it would have been a decent idea for people to PSG, 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 PSG. Nah, PSG. Bruh, these guys are showing us why they are the European champions. Wow, the fluidity in that passage of play. Wow, wow. Goal to PSG, people. Raw. Those guys were like, bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, PSG? PSG? And I thought at some stage, I thought, it's going to be one of those pointless build-ups, but solid goal from PSG. I don't think Atleti is playing their number one goalkeeper. Who's this guy? Let me find out it's all black and I've been crying. Oh, it is all black. Damn. Damn. All black, man. Come on, bro. I hope this is not going to be popping equals scoring equals goals. I see what you did there, Stephanie. I really hope that the normal World Cup is not going to be this boring in America because this has no atmosphere, bro. Like if we were worried about Qatar's atmosphere, this is dead. The only saving grace is because the other superstars from other teams that are not here will be there to represent their nations, like CR7. But yo, this is dead. And if you think I'm waking up at 3 o'clock to watch some of this with teams I've never heard of before, you are smoking your own socks as well. But anyway, let me finish my food while the PSG player Hakimi gets some medical treatment. That's a free kick to PSG, people. Is that Vitinha standing next to Crava? Who's going to take this? Swear down, like Vitinha was playing with Portugal like the other day, or am I smoking? Nah. Ball in. Ooh, well defended by Atleti. But they can't get the ball away. Crava. Crava. Nah. 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 Oh, but the ball still with PSG. The ball still with. Bruh, Atletico. I know this is a glorified friendly, but some urgency. My goodness. Is it a watch along, bro, with no food? I don't think it is. I even brought some popcorn, bro. Now, you know what's crazy? I didn't have dinner because I was helping my wife start the fireplace fire. So by the time I was done with that, the game was starting. So I said, PB&J, and we'll see, the rest we'll see forward. But yeah, bro, can't be a watch along with no food. PSG is taking this seriously. Atletico is too relaxed. They're on holiday there in America. That's what I'm seeing from this. Yo, shout out to my bro, Manj. Manj, are you watching this game, bro? Did you see the Bayern game? Guys, does anybody think we would have beat Auckland? Let's be honest. People are crying that their teams are not here. We must be happy. I'm enjoying this stream stress free. There's no Man United to depress me here. Righto. Balls with PSG. I don't know if anybody saw PSG's goal, but these guys are showing us that that final was not a fluke. The fluidity in the way this team attacks is crazy, bro. As much as I'm criticizing Atletico Madrid, it's good to see the players sort of enjoying themselves. Like Stephanie was saying earlier, it's too many games, bro. These guys need a break. But I'm sure the club presidents really want the money that this tournament. I think they said the prize pool was like 1 billion or something stupid like that. Yo, the team from down under, was made up of part-time footballers. Yeah, but you see, the way our team doesn't take us serious, those part-time footballers would have found a way to beat us because we don't take ourselves seriously. But you see, Bayern takes themselves serious. They don't play. They said whether you are part-timers, factory workers, the president's children, we beat 10. Was it 10? We beat us. But also, how did those guys make it into this World Cup? Did they win the Oceania trophy or something? Guys, I even figured out how to put my subscriber count. Please get me to 500. I feel like if we visualize the subscriber count, we will get to 500. Please, guys. Well, that looks like a handball, Mr. Ref. Says no. Bro cooked himself somehow. Okay. Maybe you're right, Stephanie. Maybe he's got the bag now. And unfortunately for him, all he got. Did they win the what is it? The DPK Polka, that the German trophy, or did they just win the league? Because maybe that's what he's thinking. Is like, no, all of these years of being lied to by Tottenham, into thinking that top 4 is a trophy. This is a real trophy. I like this trophy. Shame, but it's ironic. The one time Spurs wins and he's not even there. But I don't think he'll care. He won the league. It is what it is. All Black, no more messing up. I cannot make a case for you when you do this kind of stuff. These guys are playing the strong teams even. I won't lie though. If I'm gonna be forced to play a lot of games, playing in sunny America, I'm bringing my family with me, and if we go far, we go far. If we're not, we're going on holiday, fam. That's the plan. Daddy at work, but if work don't work out, we on holiday, fam. Unless they're trying to sell me, then I need to go back home. Yeah, for sure, bro. There was no point being a Premier League all-time goal scorer with maybe getting a trophy. He couldn't have told the future with like Spurs winning the Europa League. Levy's lies to Bayern's Bonanza's. Hmm? Levy's lies to Bayern's Bonanza's big. Okay, facts. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Wait, is my time in sync with the? Yeah. Okay. Cool. You know, one day we're gonna look back at the increase in football matches, and we're gonna wonder why people are retiring at 28 in football. The human body can only take so much of a beating, before it calls it a day. You're gonna start seeing more hazards being a normal thing. People just late 20s, early 30s retiring. Because not everybody can be a superhuman like Ronaldo or Lewandowski or what's his name? Modric still playing, I think. I mean, look at De Bruyne. I know he's still playing, but that man, he's like one injury away from just saying, you know what, guys, it's cool. Ooh, is that a water break? Water break. Okay, I'm gonna let the time run. I'm sure there'll be extra time. Unlike rugby, where they actually pause matches. I mean, the clock. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's so hot that these guys have to take a water break. Chief, my family is coming with me. If we win, we win. If we don't, holiday, we go. Where's Disneyland? We're going to Disneyland immediately. Yo, shout out KB, uh, co-host of the Big Three. For everybody doesn't know, the Big Three is made up of South Africa's three big teams. One of them is questionable, guys. Mamelodi Sundowns, who's competing at the Club World Cup. Orlando Pirates, second best team right now in the country. And my team that is languishing. It's just languishing. Kaiser Chiefs. We've got a podcast. It's on Happy People TV. Just look for that. Happy People TV. Subscribe. You'll see us on Mondays. That's it. That's the other. See, guys, I'm not just here. I'm on Happy People. I'm on Football Power Hour. There's content. But you have to go support these channels so that you can see me there. Do the right thing. Yo, this PSG guy is happy, bruh. Stephanie says, as long as Luke Shaw still not playing for us at 40, I use the term. You know what's crazy? Somebody said today, Luke Shaw will be injured up until the World Cup. The World Cup is next year, if I'm not mistaken. The country World Cup, not this. And Luke Shaw will miraculously make a recovery. My question is, if Luke Shaw is fit for the World Cup, will Tuchel actually pick him? Because if he does, then Tuchel's a criminal. He's a criminal. Thank you, Stephanie, for showing KB some love. You know, everybody's welcome here on the halftime. Yeah, we speak about everything. You see, as much as I'm a United fan, we are not isolated here. We even want the opposition to come in here, laugh at us, or we laugh at them when it's their turn to cry tears. It's cool. Stephanie says Tuchel. If Tuchel, you know when that uncle says, if you get to heaven and I'm not there, it is not heaven. You have gone to hell. If Tuchel does that, then we must be in hell because that is criminality of the highest note. It is criminality of the highest note. Then at that point, it means what I've been saying is true. It proves that Luke Shaw is not a Man United player. He's an England player on loan to Man United. But the difference is we are paying full compensation for him to be on loan at us. Criminal. Atletico Madrid is attacking, but let me read your comments. Oh, okay. But I should have done the ball. Okay. Well defended by PSG. Let him see. Let him see. Luke Shaw's aunt works at the FA. But at this stage, his ancestors were in charge of it when it started. I'm starting to believe. It's like the Big Six. Two teams are very questionable, in my opinion. It's exactly like that because you see Sundowns and Pirates is number 1 and number 2. Kaiser Chiefs can't even get into the top 8, which also has a competition in South Africa. There is something called the MTN 8 where the top 8 teams from the last season compete for that trophy. So can you imagine that one of the big 3 can't even get into that competition? It is an embarrassment, but it's my team. It's okay. Yeah, possession control sees PSG sitting at 77% in control of the possession. Luis Enrique, yeah. Shout out to the 5 people that like the stream, guys. I know it's Club World Cup. It's late. People are getting ready to braai tomorrow because it's Youth Day. It's a very special day in terms of our country's history, in my opinion. Obviously, we have Freedom Day. We celebrate the lives we lost in pursuit of freedom during apartheid. But tomorrow is also special in the sense that we commiserate all the students because in South Africa we actually were being forced to study in Afrikaans, and we were technically being given a subpar education compared to like our white counterparts. And I say our, it's my parents' generation, my brother's generations. So the people before 94 who studied underneath Bantu education, those students also joined the liberation struggle for South Africa's freedom from apartheid. So tomorrow we celebrate June 16. And I know a lot of people tomorrow are just happy because it's a holiday, but we don't want to forget those kids, especially with the state of our education in this country. It's really a shame that these kids' legacy is being treated the way it is by our government. But tomorrow we remember them nonetheless. I'm sure if you go on Google and you type in Hector Peterson, you'll see one of the most famous photographs taken of the Soweto riot, of the kids that were protesting in that part of our country. So, shout out to my fellow South Africans. Short history lesson over there for the rest of the world. Looking forward to remembering those heroes tomorrow. Shout out to Frank. He says, big up Vegeta, Stephanie. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm okay, my brother, but hey, it's cold, man. Hey, I don't like winter. I'm not a big fan of winter. But Frankie, man, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good Sunday. And if you are just like other people who are in like the Oceania regions, a good Monday. I know for other kids, tomorrow's normal work, Sam. So if it's Monday, sorry for you guys. Yeah, now it's time for popcorn, guys. I know. It doesn't. It sounds like I'm trying to do. What do they call that section of YouTube? Is it ASMR or whatever they call that thing? You know, people also they create niches that I don't understand. Shout out R10. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm a patriot, man. I love my country. I love the history, and it's always nice. If I ever get to do YouTube full time, I want to open a history channel. You know, just to talk about people like so many countries have so much fascinating history. Some of it is buried, bro, underneath propaganda. But anyway, that's for another channel. I don't want to turn into bots and mix up my channels. Shout out to Stephanie, the mod of mods. If there was a YouTube award for moderators and Stephanie didn't win it, it is false. Stephanie deserves her flowers. Shout out, Stephanie. Appreciate you. Have a good evening, Stephanie. But you know what, guys? Earlier on, I wasn't feeling confident about this 500 subscriber goal. But you guys, and the way you are interacting with me, it shows that I just need to show more commitment and consistency, and we can get there. And I'm trying, as you can see with the graphics, I'm coming up with different ideas. Because obviously, most of my time is split between Football Power Hour and being on here. But I want to grow the halftime. And we will get there, guys. I've got faith. All right, can somebody score, please? We can't go from 10 goals earlier on to 1-0. PSG, you killed Inter Milan like it was nothing. Please. Facts are 10, bro. I agree. Like, guys, I swear to you, man. Stephanie is such a sweetheart. You think she's just on my channel? Go on to most United channel streams, bro. Like the good ones. The bad ones, I can't speak for those ones because I don't watch them. You will see Stephanie there, guys. Stephanie, yeah, she's the moderator of moderators. Shout out, Stephanie. All right, as we approach halftime, PSG seem to be very much in control. European champions. I think technically it should make them the favorites for this. I mean, you beat everybody else in your continent. Now it's just a matter of beating the world. But this thing was fine when it was the continental champions playing each other. Why did we invite other people? And you can tell by the way they are running, these guys are tired, bro. They're tired. Ball in. Ooh. Ball is still with PSG though. Come on, bro. Switch. Nah, yeah. Your touch is not it, bro. You squared your body, bro. They could see what you were doing. FIFA, stop this, man. These kids are tired. These grown men are tired, man. Oh, they're playing in LA. Is that even safe? Because I saw riots the other day. I hope they are safe, these people, Shem. Like America's political landscape, I don't know if it's safe for some of us to travel to the World Cup next year. Because I'm not going to lie to you, me, I'm broke now. But in South Africa, there's a saying in Afrikaans, a boer maak 'n plan. You will make a plan. If you want something, and I really would love to go to the World Cup, but America's political climate right now, I don't know. They just need to bring the World Cup back to South Africa. Atletico's back on the attack, but they are confusing each other, the attackers. Go. I thought it was a foul, though, Mr. Ref. What happened there? PSG back in position. PSG slowing it down. No, ek is koud, maar ek is goed. Baie dankie om my te vra, Frankie. Afrikaans, I got what, 50 something percent, ne? And you know what's worse now? Now I'm confusing my Afrikaans with my German because I work for a German company and I'm learning German. So there are times where in my brain I'm like, am I speaking German or am I speaking Afrikaans? Don't ask me how I'm confusing them. It's happening. All right. But you know what? There might be some extra edit time because there was a water break. Yeah, because it's hot over there. It's not hot. It's hot. Ball over the top. Nobody in the box. Hop arrives. Takes a shot. Oh no. Atletico Madrid. Can they counter? Does Griezmann still play for Atletico Madrid, guys? I don't watch. I don't watch other teams play football. I don't even know who's on Atletico Madrid's team. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people said Qatar would not be a good World Cup, and they proved them wrong. My word. I thoroughly enjoyed Qatar's World Cup. Oh yeah, there is Griezmann. He does still play for them. You could fake Jack Grealish arguing with the ref. Who's that guy? Guys, I hope you're not wearing earphones, Sham. I'm enjoying the popcorn, but I don't want to be chewing your ear. Ball over the top. Where's the help? Ooh. It's times like these where you need a soundboard just to express what the hell was that shot. What was that shot, bro? Should have been 2-0. Or at least make All Black make a save. The way I like popcorns, KB, I'm always eating popcorns. Every time I've got a craving for like December or something, I get popcorn because it's a healthier alternative. I'm not gonna lie, this thing of trying to be healthy, PSG, bro. Don't all black, bro. I can't even make a case, my bro. Cooked. Oh, yes, like, oh yeah. Was that for Tina? European champions, bro. Sure, what a shot. Bro, I told you guys that Atletico Madrid is too casual with this thing. The way my man dribbled in between those players, those guys were not even trying to defend. That was Kaiser Chiefs levels of defending. If you don't know what I mean, you have to watch PSL next year. Well, I hope there's not going to be defending like that next year because I'll be angry. But wow. Yeah, it is Vitinha. But this man just came back from winning um the Nations League or whatever that stupid thing is, and he's already playing more games. That's tough. It's not microwaved because I actually don't have that device anymore. I used to have the microwave thingy that allows me to micro. But like, here's the problem. Microwaving food is actually also not great because then radiation from the microwave passes onto your food, and I know people will say it's not enough. So either way, you're in problems. But right now, I'm using my stove until I can restore my microwave thing because I'm an impatient person. I hate waiting for the stove, me. Me. Even though they tell me about radiation, I said it's fine. I can't. 3 minutes added on. I didn't even notice. Mr. Ref, half time, maybe. Yes. No. Next time. Half time. It is half time, peoples. Where's the match time? Ooh. Pause. When I just bring this back so that when the next half starts, we start at 45. Aha. We're still figuring these things out. But so far, not a boring game. Not a boring game. I'm not gonna lie. The one thing I've discovered making popcorn on the pot now. Usually, I used to use like fish oil, like the normal oil that we use. Then I switched to coconut oil, dude. Coconut oil is a game changer. I'm telling you. Don't ask questions. Go buy coconut oil and make popcorn on the stove. You will thank me later. The way I'm not invested in this World Cup thing, I don't even know what to talk about. It just feels like I'm watching preseason friendly before preseason friendly. Like, who asked for this thing? I saw Messi and Co playing. They were not interested, Shem. But kudos to Al Ahly though. Inter Miami was seeing hellfire and brimstone. um, it's tough because right now, Vitinha is technically the one on form. But some people were putting Pedri's name forward for Ballon d'Or. So the real question is, where's Yamal in that equation? Because I think that kid should be nominated for Ballon d'Or. Not for that kid's one. We don't want him there by the youngsters. Put him there with the grown men he was cooking. Munna, I'm telling you, coconut oil, mchana. I've tried different oils. I've done olive, technically the healthiest option. I've done sunflower, canola. I've done coconut oil. I've done avocado. Out of all those oils, there's something special about coconut oil. I'm telling you. The Egyptian team was on brand rock and roll football. Yeah, no, they were outside the goalkeeper that Inter Miami had yesterday was just like on crack, bro. Because if it wasn't for that, then Al Ahly should have beaten Inter Miami. Like for all the superstars that Inter Miami has, they played not good yesterday. Um, you know what, ne? Let me watch more of the La Liga next season because I can't say definitively which person. Because I don't really watch Vitinha or Pedri like that, to be honest. Outside of when they play for their national teams, because most of the time I'm watching PSL or the Premier League or UEFA. So I'm spread pretty thin between those competitions. And mind you, next year I'm adding La Liga to that roster. So yeah. Nah, bro, it's going pretty good. I'm actually gonna go out for a 7K to start the week tomorrow. So I've managed to work my way up to 10 kilometers in terms of my fitness. And I don't run it very well because I think I'm doing 10Ks in like 1.5 hours at the moment. Because I think I'm averaging about 8.5 what is it, 8.5 minutes per kilometer. So my speed has improved dramatically because when I started running, I was doing like 11 minutes per k. Managed to drop it down to 8.5 now, and I've managed to pick up my kilometers. I'm gonna probably compete in a 10k sometime this year. Now that the comrades is past, all the racing will pick up again. So I'm gonna run 10ks, and the goal ultimately is to run a half marathon before the end of this year. So that will probably be the Soweto marathon. So I'll probably do the half marathon in Soweto, South Africa. Which, if I do, then I've achieved my goal for this year. I've done 5 kilometers. I would have done a 10 kilometer. Then I would have done a 21. Then next year we move on to hopefully running my first 32 kilometers. In my neighborhood, actually, close to where I live. Then once I've done that, depending on how I feel that goes, the goal will be then to run the Soweto marathon, so the full thing, which will be 42 Ks. And it's one of the toughest marathons in our country. Um, but there'll be races in between to get me ready for that one. And then after next year, so that's 2027, I'll probably then try to do the ultra marathon, which is 56 Ks in Cape Town. So, but right now, so far so good. I can do 10 kilometers, which I'm proud of. I know that doesn't sound a lot to people who run, but to somebody who literally was on the couch to then pick up running, literally, I only started running again this year. I'm pretty chuffed with the fact that I'm running 10 kilometers at most at the moment. I could probably push it to 12 on a good day, 12, 15. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna do my 7 kilometers just to start the week. Then hopefully recovery, and then another seven, and then we push 10 again on Friday. I want to say, yeah. But thanks for asking, Artin. For anybody who wanted an update, I've lost, I want to say 5 kilograms since I started running, which is cool. That's why I'm eating this snack instead of, like, my kids have chippies, and I was this close. But then I said, I think even the drinking might have to stop, which is going to be tricky because I think I'm seeing my friends this weekend and next weekend. So, yeah. Yeah. I can do from my room to the bathroom hopefully next week. You know what? Nah, I'm trying to encourage my wife. If you can just walk and run the first 5 kilometers, and you know what it is about running. Running, you either like it or you don't. And I feel like if it's not your thing, don't do it. For me, I enjoy it. That's why I do it. 10K, nice work. Wow, R10, you do 3 runs. I'm actually trying to get to where you are because right now I'm hovering between 1 and 2 runs. So for me, one is my like bare minimum. Like I've put in my work, and then two, I feel like yeah, good job for the week. But I want to start doing 2 short runs. So those will be my 7 7, and then one long run, which will be my 10 for now. Eventually, I want to push that up to 10 10 15, 10 10 15, and then push it up to like 15 15 21. But I need to be consistent. So let me, my Strava handle. I think my Strava handle is my government name. Um, let me see. Let me open Strava right now. I like that you asked for Strava, like you know I'm on Strava. That's where most of us are, to be fair. Although some people like to use the Nike running app. Duh, 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 duh. Yeah, no, it's just my government name. R10, I'll drop you a message on WhatsApp. I think you're in Bots' WhatsApp group, right? Yeah, I'll drop you a message with my name for Strava, and then yeah, you can keep a track of what I'm doing on there, bro. You know the nice thing about running, guys. Sorry, tangent. I know we're watching the PSG game. I was explaining this to guys at church today. Running is so liberating because most of the time you're not racing against other people. Yes, you are racing. Obviously, at a professional level, you're racing against other people. But for us casuals, most of the time you're just racing with yourself. Like you're trying to beat your own personal bests. You're trying to test your own limits. It's fantastic. I enjoy it. Wait, do you do it with iOS, bro? Because but it won't work for me. You know why? I did the damn thing. I've got I've got a Android base, no, not even Android actually. Huawei is on how many OS? So I've got a Huawei watch, and I track my fitness through the Huawei Health app, which then syncs to Strava. But I can't get Strava to then sync that data to Nike. So for the most part, everybody who's tracking each other, it has to be through Strava for me until I fully migrate back to Android. If I fully migrate to Android, because my government just said they got digital visas now, and the one thing about Apple is the digital wallet thing works well. Not gonna lie, having your tickets, your wallet, everything on your phone is so convenient, and I don't see that thing unrolling successfully on Android. That thing will come out on iOS before on Android. What am I doing here? You see, this thing is so boring, and then people want me to wake up at 2 o'clock to watch the most random teams play. I'm not crazy. I just thought about it now. I should have actually done um a live stream for the Comrades Marathon, because as much as it took 5 hours for the winners to pull through, it was such a good race, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed the Comrades Marathon. For anybody who's into running, next year please just watch Comrades. It's a good, it's like one of the things to put on your calendar to watch as a runner. Hopefully one day I'll be fit enough to be there. You know, seeing Sundance's logo on there just disgusts me, bro. I hate those guys, bro. These guys are in LA, ne? Because I keep seeing LA advertisements. Also, is the World Cup venues for this thing all over the place? Because I swear, Sundowns is somewhere else in America, and that's not LA. Unless I was dreaming. Oh, let's go back to the game. Another side note: anybody who follows tennis, the what is the clay one? Roland Garros, right? I think that's the French Open that they play on the clay. I think that's what it's called. Tell me why does Coco beat? I think it's the number one female, and her press conference sounds exactly like a Ruben Amorim conference. Yeah, if I wasn't bad, she wouldn't have beaten me. Anybody could beat her at her best. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, have some decorum, bro. You lost, bro. You know, so losers boring. When you lost, you lost. There's no point in saying, we conceded a bad goal. That's why we lost. You lost. Who said you must concede the bad goal? You lost. Is Real Madrid at this thing? Some people love football. Like me, I can't see myself paying money to go watch this thing. I never. The only reason why I'm here is they even made this they made this free on what is this channel? DAZN. DAZN. They made it free. I'm so jealous of these people, bro. Look at me in jackets, short sleeves. I hate winter, bro. Winter, bro. Guys, while we're waiting for halftime, please like if you haven't liked the stream yet. Um, we'll be back on when is Sundowns playing this thing? Let me check Sundowns' fixture. Mamelodi Sundowns. Although the way people have been speaking down on African football, I low-key want an African team to win this thing. I'm not happy with that. Ha! Sundowns is playing at midnight on Wednesday. I am gonna come back on Saturday for the Dortmund versus Sundowns game. There's no way I'm watching a game at midnight on a weekday. When I've got work, never. Okay, guys, so that means the first Sundowns game we're going to watch is on Saturday. Sundowns versus Borussia Dortmund. It will be Cabo Yellow versus the yellow team. We're gonna see which one is the true yellow team. We're gonna see. Atletico, your kit is so plain Jane, normal cut and paste, rinse and repeat. Oh, for real? I was wondering why it's free. I'm like, that's a bit random. But also, I'm so used to our local broadcasters. I was like, why is it not on my normal broadcaster that I'm paying for? But free is cool. It's accessible to everybody. Shout out to the Saudis for making it free. We appreciate you guys. Unlike Man United, that's gonna make us pay to watch what is it? MUTV for flipping friendlies, bro. Those criminals. Yeah, bro. Yellow versus yellow. The true yellow will reveal themselves next week Saturday. And then we can talk about the Premier Soccer League. But anyway, for today, let's get back to this game. Let us hope Atletico Madrid will play a little bit better. I know this is the Club World Cup and people are focused on their respective leagues, but please take it serious, Atletico. Do the right thing. Thank you. Okay. Atletico Madrid making a change. Koke comes in. Bruh, this guy still plays football. How old is Koke, guys? This guy still plays football. It's crazy. Yep. I need to start the timer at the right time. Mr. Ref. And we're off. I just want to make sure that we are in sync. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much in sync. You know what, R10, eh? I'm gonna say something controversial. It's been said before. All PSG proved is that if you assemble a team of good players that play together, that is not reliant on one core piece that is trying to outshine the rest, it is more beneficial than having one star player and and a few good players in the team. And on top of that, they build a team that matches the philosophy. Was it PSG that almost conceded? Yeah, it's almost PSG almost conceded there. But even with us, as much as we're in a different situation because PSG won their league and could afford to let go of Mbappe. Well, not that they could afford to, they had no choice, but they could let go of Mbappe and move on with life. I still feel like to a degree, we had an opportunity to cut the umbilical cord of being over reliant on Bruno. And it's not Bruno's fault. I think sometimes when we say this, people are like, but what are you saying about Bruno? We need Bruno. It's a scary place to me that we are this reliant on Bruno. Because God forbid that Mr. Available becomes unavailable one day. Because life happens. Touch wood, it doesn't. Touching all the wood, pause. But if it happens, fundamentally we kept a piece that we rely on that is unavailable. Then what? And nobody's paying us for it at that point in time. So for me, when that whole thing was happening, I just looked at it as we need to divorce ourselves from being over reliant and we need to make a plan that is bigger than Bruno to support Ruben's philosophy. And let us see what that philosophy produces. Because as much as we need club signings, your manager or coach is coaching your team in the present time. And you need to give him tools that make sense for what he's doing in the present time, with the hopes that if you are buying for the team, it means you must get a manager that plays similarly. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. I mean, no two managers are going to have the same philosophy, even if they play similar football. It's not going to be carbon copy the same. But you want there to be continuity when you are hiring the next guy. It needs to make sense because there's no point we are buying for the club, but the current manager can't use them, and then you're gonna change the philosophy with the next guy anyway. So Man United, you know what? Let's watch PSG, guys. Let's watch PSG and Atletico. I know I forgot. There's another team involved, and there's a yellow card to an Atletico Madrid player there. But now, shout out to Luis Enrique saying you can jump, you can go. I only want this type of players. That's a manager that knows what he wants, and he reaped the rewards of that. He won. PSG, Crava.